Welcome to Mathematics. Our lesson for this day is money denomination problems. Okay, so when we say denomination, it is the number of the currency or the number of bills or coins in a certain problem. Okay, so here is our tactics. We're going to solve it in a tabular form. Okay, so yeah. We're going to write first our type of denomination. What denomination is it? Is it in bills or coins, 1 peso coin, 5 peso coin, etc. And next is the number of pieces. How many number of pieces of each denomination are there? Okay, and then its value. To find the value, you are going to multiply the type of denomination and the number of pieces. Okay, and here in our third row, this is the total number of pieces. And that is if there are two denominations given. Okay, here is the total number of pieces and the total value would be written here. Okay, so let's start. Our first example tells us that a bank teller has 2,000 pesos in 20 peso and 10 peso bills. If the total number of bills is 122, how many of each type does she have? Okay, so we are going to fill in our table right now. Okay, so let's see what type of denomination are there. So we can see that there are 20 peso and 10 peso bills. Okay, so we're going to write it. So 10 peso bill and 20 peso bill. Usually, as what I have observed, we are writing it in terms of its least value in denomination. So let's say, for example, 10 is the least in type of denomination. So we're going to write it in the first row. Okay, so technically it's second row. Okay, and then next row is the next type, which is bigger than the previous one. Next, the number of pieces. Let's see what clue do we have here. If the total number of bills is 122, so it means that the total number of pieces is 122. Okay, so let's see. So I don't know how many pieces of 10 peso bill are there, so I will just write X. Which means to know my number of pieces in 20 peso denomination, I need to subtract it from 122. Okay, so let's say, for example, I have one 10 peso bill there. So how many 20 peso bill are there? Of course, 122 minus 1 would give me 100. 122 minus X. Okay, and we have our total value. Let's say, okay, we have 2,000. Okay, so we are going to equate in terms of our value side. So we will have 10x. Alright, so we have 10x plus 20 times 122 minus x equals 2,000. Okay, 10x plus 20 times 122 minus x is 2,000. Okay, so let's continue. 10x plus, okay, distribute. So we'll have 20 times 122 is 2,440. Okay, minus 20x equals 2,000. And I will have negative 10x equals 2,440 to the right side, so it would be negative. Okay, so 2,000 minus 2,440 would give us negative 440. Dividing both sides by 10, our x is 44. Okay, which means, okay, so we'll have our conclusion. Therefore, there are 44 pieces of 10 peso bills. Okay, and how many 20 peso bill are there? 122 minus 44 would give us 78. Okay, so we'll have 78 pieces of 20 peso bill. Okay, so that's it. 44 and 78 is our answer. For our example 2, we have Norman received his weekly salary in 150 peso bills. The number of 100 peso bills is 7 more than 3/4 the number of 50 peso bills. Okay? If his salary is 4,700 pesos, how many 100 peso bills did he receive? Okay. So let's start. Our type of denomination are 50 and 100 peso bills, right? So we'll write 50 and our 100 peso bill right there. Next, number of pieces. Let's see how many number of pieces are there. We have this statement in the second sentence. The number of 100 peso bills is 7 more than 3/4 the number of 50 peso bills. So we don't have any indicators for our 50 peso bill, so that will be our unknown. Let's write X for there. Okay, and we have this expression, the number of 100 peso bills. So our 100 peso bills is equals 7 more than, okay, so more than, it's addition, 3/4 the number of 50 peso bills. So it would be like this. 3/4 the number of 50 peso bills, and the number of 50 peso bills is X, right? 7 more than, so we'll have plus 7. Okay, so how many bills are there? Is it 310? No, it's not. Okay, so our value, we are going to multiply 50 and X. It will give us 50X, and 100 and 3/4 X will give us 100 and 3/4 X plus 7. Total value, how much is his salary? It says it is 4,700. So we'll write 4,700. Okay, let's try to equate it now. So we have 50x plus 100 times 3/4 x will give us 75x plus 100 times 7 is 700 equals 4,700. Okay, so 50x plus 75x would give us 125x equals 4,700. Okay, to the right side, it will change its sign. It will become negative, so it will leave us with 4,000, right? 47 minus 7, and dividing both sides by 125 would give us 32. Okay, so the question was how many 100 peso bills are there? So our X here, it says how many 50 peso bills? There are 32 50 peso bills. So to find our 100 peso bill, we're going to substitute our 32 to our X, okay, which would give us 31. Okay, so therefore there are 31 pieces of 100 peso bills. Okay, for our last question, I'm going to leave this to you as an exercise. Okay, and leave it as a comment below if you want to, and I'm going to heart it, react it with heart if you write. Okay, so Erica has 48 bills valuing 1,500 pesos to be deposited in the bank. If the bill consisted of 20 peso and 50 peso bills, how many 50 peso bills does she have? Okay, so see you in my next video.